All right, so you all wake up in the morning. Um, probably Lorthus probably has a bit of a hangover.
Needs to roll Constitution maybe for that. see if he can end up without falling over.
Well, I rolled Constitution not to fall. I don't want to roll to wake up.
And
I think a better thing would be a performance check to try to fool the other two that I'm not hungry. I like that idea a lot.
all right, yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's see if I can find it. There it is.
My passive perception
Ooh,
is
that's not great. So they can obviously tell them I'm hungover, but not like.
Actually, if I can get the other two to roll a perception.
Oh, can't use passive
Oh,
perception.
that's interesting.
Okay.
Oh. So
Genjo notices nothing.
whereas Stanch is like skeptical.
Stanch is very skeptical, but he can't quite prove anything.
Gotcha.
My dear lads, it was a great night last night. Let's get out on the bright streets today. And...
Let's try not to end tomorrow night with me carrying you home.
Who? What have we told you to do? Tall tales, Genjo.
All
I'm
right.
putting on my armor, so shall we go find this guide?
I'm putting on my arm. Oh, I don't need armor.
I'm putting on my fluffy shirt and
How hot is it today? Is it hotter than yesterday?
I imagine
Or-
this climate's just
like-
gonna be awful for those tropics and stuff. Well, am I wrong?
11. You think you're starting to get used to the heat. It feels a little bit more bearable than yesterday.
Thank goodness.
I think I'm still gonna leave my shirt.
So it's the opposite of real life.
Yeah, right.
So I
Yeah, I'm
look at
gonna
him.
have my pants, belt, boots, and swords and bandana.
I look at I got Stanch and I'm just like in pain because I'm describing the sweltering heat. He's just in that full suit of armor.
I reach into my pocket and pull out
One of what?
a flask of alcohol I have and say,
Oh, that's gonna
I need-
hydrate you. No,
a little hair of the dog. Take a nip of it.
Hey, do you mind passing that over here?
I toss it across the room to Ginjo.
All right, I want to take a swig of it and then hand it back.
Okay, Lorthus
Appreciate that.
snatches it and goes, "Yes, hair of the dog," and takes the tiniest sip and almost throws up.
Good stuff, eh, Laura?
And only Stanch notices it.
Great. All right. Well, I think we should head to go speak to Jobel to see about hiring the guide.
Yeah, and
Okay.
he's in the merchant
Yes.
place.
All right,
Yeah.
and as you guys head to leave the church, the head father, the head priest, comes up to you and says, "Do you guys need any assistant within town? We're better at knowledge on stuff going on inside the town. If you need ways to earn money or where anything in particular is, just let me know."
Yeah, we would love a guy. Is there? Who you
It's
got?
quite. We appreciate that, my dear boy.
Lorthes, you sound a little bit hoarse. Stance, why don't you give him another?
Oh, singing too loud at the jaunted mare, or whatever the thing was called.
Anyways,
But the
so,
go ahead.
did you say you had a guy for it? Like a to help us?
Well, no, he said he could help you with
Okay.
locations of things in town.
Like
Or,
jobs and information and stuff like that.
right,
Well,
and
let me-
however,
let me
he
pull-
he looks
Go
at
ahead.
Lorthus though and says, "You might want to keep that one away from the dinosaur races."
Wait, did you say
Dinosaurs.
dinosaur?
Yeah, dinosaur
No,
races.
no, it has
Father, can you
dinosaur is
point me in the
great.
direction of that? Just
So, you ask where those will be held, and he's kind of exasperated because he just told you to stay away from that.
I do.
and
I do
say,
ask-
Father, it's so I can.
So you can what?
Okay, so
I will
Um,
say, is there anybody of importance that attends the race?
it says I can't guarantee anyone important, but I know that the merchant princes keep their eye on it for people who can who ride and can win, and also people who can make a lot of money off the betting.
Ah.
All right, so obviously
Either of you boys good in the saddle?
you're the small one, though, chap.
And if you guys are curious, that would be your animal handling.
Hold on. Let me check that. I think I have a proficiency. Coming off a hangover, that doesn't sound like a great idea. Oh, I got a one proficiency in it.
Well, I mean, you don't have to roll it now,
Yeah,
but
I was seeing.
I'm just saying that's the.
I might try my
I'm in-
hand if we need some cash.
What
I'm
if we all
interested
did
in
it? Because then we'd have 3 times the the chance of winning.
Okay, so he points you out on the map that the races actually start. They start up in here,
Right by the merchant's board.
right near the merchants, and then they end down in here. So traffic is hard to get through while they prepare for the races. They only run once a week, and today is the day of that race.
Where does the actual exchange of bets and stuff go down at? The start of it?
Yeah, near the start, you'll find the merchants responsible for taking betting.
Okay.
As well as up over in here, that's where the riders and teams prepare.
Okay.
Okay. I think we could win that, fellas, if we need it. But...
I think I need to wager on whoever races in this race.
I'm gonna ask him.
So,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Well, if you guys are continuing on the dino race thing, finish up that.
No, I was done.
Dino racing.
Um, I'm gonna ask him. Do you have any sort of arenas here where you can fight for money, like up against monsters or other adventurers?
We said, well, there is one, but that's more for criminals. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you talk to someone, you could
Don't
get
mind
in
fighting
there.
a criminal or two.
But it's less of an arena and more of a death obstacle course.
Damn.
That sounds like something I could bet on.
And he's like, yes, you're right, actually. There's a lot of betting that goes on for that event, too.
Sounds a little cruel. Do you have?
Well, I mean, if they live, they win their freedom. What better repentance is that than having the grace of God give you your survival?
We'd be
Amen.
doing them a favor,
I'm
wouldn't we?
Actually quite surprised that you, a man of a god or many gods or whatever, would support.
He
that
worships
kind
a
of thing.
goddamn hammer, sir.
Now,
So,
we do not condone...
Is there any way to find out if there's any bounties around or anything like that? We're looking to make a little bit of money because we have to fund some of our adventures.
Okay, and finishing up what he was saying a moment ago, he says, while we do not condone the betting on people's lives, these are heinous criminals that are given another chance at life. They all go into this willingly.
Yeah, and they probably still come out criminals, don't they?
No, if they survive, they not only escape with their freedom, but they usually can make some money to start over with.
Right. But what I'm saying is, they're still the same person they were when they went in.
You're just a bundle of fun.
Sometimes, sometimes,
Ken
but
Joe.
most people are not repeat offenders. You only have a select few that are repeat offenders solely because they can make a lot of money. Because no one wants to go through that more than once if they have to.
So, about the bounties.
I'm looking one up. Hold on.
Yep.
We might should ask about. I know we were saying this wasn't that royal heir of Chult. There might be a chance to get some money from that guy out.
That's true. Yeah.
That'd be a large chunk of cash.
My only concern is it sounds like all the power in.
Sounds like what?
All the power in this town is with the merchants, so the royal heir might actually.
That's the first thing I
money.
was thinking too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it was said you may want to talk to, did I say it was Joel earlier?
Yeah,
Jobel.
Jolie or something.
Jobel.
Yeah.
He would probably also have his hand on any bounties and debt collections that may be required.
All right. Sounds like a plan. So I guess we're heading to Jobel then.
All right, so you guys.
Right.
No, go ahead.
I
was
walk
like,
in not the right direction with that
I
11.
was about to. No, I was about to say. I think I remember how to get there, so I'll lead. You. Let's go. I know it's north of here. Do I need to roll anything for that, or do you just trust me that I'm?
I trust that you know.
I think I was told where it was. You just know that it was in the merchants area.
Right, he can guide you to the merchants area, and then we can roll investigation when you get there.
Roger that.
Now, forgive me for being blunt, Ginjo, but did we entrust you with the map?
I think we all have a map, don't we?
You should all have a map. If not, let me know and
Okay.
I can reissue it.
I know we do. I know he's just role playing that.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Yeah, I was
I
just
was-
wanting to see if we all had.
Yeah, and that was my response in roleplay as well.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yes.
So he's got to be around here somewhere.
Memory, sir, but you're supposed to have a terrible rumor, but
All right, that's me looking for the.
ooh.
You find yourself
So he's
just
looking
wandering
under a
around.
rock.
So, do I walk into the wrong building or?
He kicks open a kid's tree house.
You attempt to enter the wrong building, and kind of really get chided by this really upper class housewife.
Ooh.
Sorry, I was looking for. What's his
This is
name
one
here?
time I will
Jobel.
not show my. My
She's like,
noble-
well, and then she was just like, kind of hurriedly points at the house next door. It's like, it's that one, and then slams
Oh.
the door in your face.
Thank you. All right, it's
Actually-
this one.
You did do pretty good, my boy. Oh, Ginjo.
Thank you. It was a
At
bit
this whole
late.
city, you guessed the wrong house, and it's the one right next door.
All right, so we're gonna approach, and I don't know if there's a knockable door or guards in front of it.
There are
It's a house.
there are guards in front of it.
Really? Okay.
It's not so much a house, as kind of more of a business front. Like, you're not sure how you mistook a house in the business next door.
Okay.
We're here to see
so-
Jobel.
Yeah, walk up to the guards.
Okay, so you walk up to the guards, and you inquire about hiring a guide, and they take you inside. Once you're inside, you're seated in front of like a really nice wooden desk, probably made from like mahogany. And he's just got stacks of paper and parchment, requests and all that. And he's like, "All right, welcome, gentlemen. What are we looking for today?"
We're looking for a Zaka.
Azaka? All right. So he starts shifting through his papers. It takes him a moment before he finally pulls one out. It's like, here we are. He looks through it, and he rings a bell on his desk and calls in a servant. He whispers in their ear, and they run off. And he said, "All right,
And
well."
also, when you're done with that, we're looking for a bounty opportunities, if you will.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, so he's going to go find the location of the guide you're seeking to set up the meeting. And in terms of bounties, he goes to shift through another set of papers. Let's see here. And he was looking, he's like, okay, I actually only have one at the moment. If I
Can I take the leaflet and look at it? Or is he going to tell us sort of?
He's going to tell I don't have a leaflet for it. He says, okay, so there's a debt that is actually owed for someone who bet on the death run, or the executioner run, which is where prisoners run through an obstacle course filled with dinosaurs and such for their survival. And this guy owes us 500 gold. And if you can manage to bring that in, we'll reward you with a 10%.
I'm going to look at the guys and say, does this sound like something we can handle?
Is it something we should handle, though? I mean, roughing up a poor bloke for picking wrong dino doesn't sound...
No, not the dino. This is the executioner run. He was betting on prisoners.
Let's do it.
Sure. What's this fellow's name and where can we find him?
You're looking for a man named Tabin. You can find him probably out near the executioner run in the old city. And he shows you on a map, kind of over in this area.
I take note of where it is on the map, so I can forget it later.
He looks great.
And he says, if you're looking for other money opportunities, I said I can guarantee you the dinosaur run will be beginning in pretty soon. And then there's an executioner's run after that.
Do you happen to know how much the winner gets? Dinosaur run?
Let's see here.
Is it winner take all, that sort of stuff?
No, because actually you don't just bet on the winner. You can also bet on certain things happening, like dinosaur, a rider getting thrown off his dinosaur if you think he can't handle it.
But what about if I'm in race myself?
It was like, ooh.
What is the winner?
Okay, you would have to talk to the dinosaur owners, the teams, and sign up through them to be a rider.
Okay.
And they can discuss payment and all that with you.
Okay, thank you.
How much can one win for taking part in the executioner run?
Let's see here. That also... Let's see.
Or is there no reward for that because the reward is freedom?
Well, no, you can also make money, like if you place a bet on yourself beforehand.
Okay. I wouldn't do it I wouldn't bet on myself, though.
Let's see here.
Yeah, but I could bet on you.
You can do that.
Condition attack damage.
I'm gonna get my guy killed before we even go, before we even leave.
Before you can get on the friggin' dino run, which also is a very scary first event. By the way, it's called Dino Running. We haven't even fought in like a thug together, so it's like, can we handle a bunch of dinosaurs running?
Well, I assume it's riding dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's like a race, right? But they're dinosaurs. They're not horses, sir. I mean,
if I can ride a horse, I can ride a dinosaur.
Do a animal handling bluff check.
I will do an animal handling check when time comes.
Okay, so...
Is your guy a
blow his crit
master
too early.
Because I bet he is. I bet he's like beast.
I have 5+ animal handling.
Do you?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I have
But I'm not
3.
interested in riding any animals. So my character is not interested in riding an animal.
Okay, so he says, as for the what you can win, you'll have to talk to the bookies down there. because those numbers are always shifting and updating.
Appreciate that.
It's not a problem, and I'd say it's going to probably take about half a day to get a hold of your guide that you wish to meet. So if you want to meet me this evening back here, we can get the meeting set up and see what we can work out.
Sounds good.
Appreciate your help.
Can I do a perception to see if there's any like glasses of wine on the table or?
You shouldn't you be able to just look around for that though?
Yeah. Can you just describe that to me? Is there like a?
Just
Do you have something where I could just reach over?
I like how there's like alcohol just sitting in a place of business.
No, I mean it's just kind of. I don't know.
No, but
Maybe.
you found there's a pitcher of water on a table on the side of near the door.
Now does he?
I go
think it's
to
wine?
I go to drink it, but I smell it and realize I'm thirsty, not dehydrated. Put it back down.
I
So,
think you're both my dwarven friend.
so as we go to leave, I'm gonna ask the guys. Do we want to? Are you guys interested in this animal thing, or should we go collect that bounty?
It almost sounds like we might want to dabble.
Do we have time to do both?
Well, if we don't, I can go after the bounty while you guys do whatever you're gonna do with dinosaurs.
What do you have to gain from the bout?
50 gold
Money.
and prestige.
I was
Do we
thinking
know-
the criminal chomp or whatever it's called.
Do we know when this? I guess we can just go ask him. The thing here for the dinos. Let me go
Well,
talk to them. At
We know the dinos are early and the criminal run is later. We know that,
Yeah, that's
Right.
but I don't think we know what time it is yet.
I think we need to check
Right.
the dino time because if it's early, we need to make that a
All right.
priority.
I'd like to
So
do the
he
race.
says the race starts in about an hour, and then the executioner's run is in about 3 hours.
And the bounty is,
Not
as
time
far as we know,
sensitive.
yeah, it's just
The bounty, as a gambler, he says will probably be near the executioner run, closer to when it starts.
okay. So I ask him, a man would have time to participate in the race in an hour and then go watch the other thing.
He responds, yeah, there's plenty of time to do all three.
Okay, cool. What do I need to do to join a race or to sign up?
In order to do that, you'll just have to go to the racing area, and
Oh yeah, I remember where that's at.
inquire around about joining a team.
All right, I'm gonna go that way.
As we're walking through the town, is there anybody selling things? And like, if there's a fair or an event going on, is there like any carts where a lady's selling a pretzel, or there's some flambe stands? I don't know, whatever. Is there food anywhere?
As
Funnel cakes.
as you approach
Funnel
where
cakes.
the race begins, you do find food carts around.
All right, I'm gonna grab some food. I wanna I don't know, what would they have? Like,
There's one that serves roast turkey legs. You have one that's filled with snacks like roasted peanuts. And then there's one that's deceptively cheap and sells mystery meat kebabs.
I'm buying 2 turkey legs from the first person that I see who's selling turkey legs.
All right. For both of them, he charges you 10 copper.
I give him 11.
Damn.
I
I
think
look
we're
around
gonna
to see if anybody's
Thieves in this place because we're dropping a lot of dough on really stupid things.
if anybody's got any ale around.
You do find a person selling ale.
I grab a mug of ale.
Now you're
Is that 10
fixing to
silver?
race on a dinosaur, in which I'm pretty sure you've never ridden.
Well, the ale for this event only costs you 3 coppers.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy one as well. I'm gonna come up behind him, finish my 1 drumstick, chuck the bone, and grab an ale as well. How much? 3 copper, you said?
3 copper.
And
you find that it's not bad, but it is a.
But I don't take a sip of it. I just hold it up for appearances.
Every so often when we're not looking, you like spill a bit on the ground.
yeah.
All right. I enjoy my drink as I walk down the street and head towards the stables.
All right, so as you approach the stable, you do manage to hear a lot of arguing from a group of racers near a very feisty-looking raptor. And as you approach, you can overhear them, and it's like, I'm not riding this beast. He nearly nipped my hand off just approaching him. And he throws down his riding crop, and just says, like, you can find someone else, and storms off.
I say in a booming voice, I'll ride him.
Wow, that was fucking cool.
So the other two people overlooking just kind of look at each other for a second. It's like, all right, well, I mean, fresh meat will do. If you think you can handle it. If not,
you could. His biggest challenge will be reaching the saddle. If you could just help him, small stepladder.
No, I know what the problem is. He's afraid of his own shadow. Let me fix it. Let me go mess with this raptor till and get him under control.
So you're doing the Snowy River approach then?
So I walk up to the raptor to get him to face the sun so he doesn't see his shadow flip out.
if you'll give me an animal handling check.
What if he bites your
Okay.
hand off anyways?
Might-
Because that doesn't.
that other inspiration I think I might use.
Not gonna save it for the race, huh?
Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and, oh, it rolled it twice anyways, a 17 and a 4. So,
Wow.
now, however, you do manage to, rather skillfully, you manage to turn it to face away from its shadow, and it seems to, calm down for you.
Cool, and I say, I'm petting it. Good. Can I determine whether that's a guy or a girl?
I say that I'm petting it. I'm petting it.
That'd be animal handling again, I'd guess, or perception or something.
I'll just do a perception to see if it's a male or female.
You figured it out?
Jeez, he's a high roller. Now, Will in the first.
You should have seen his rolls when we were testing out the game.
You find it's a female, and the owner says, we only race females here. They're more aggressive.
Oh, all right. That's a good girl. I will call you Rappy. How much, sir? Sir, I want to race this animal in the coming up thing.
All right,
Please.
As this happens, can I
dino
pull out my book and look for raptors so I can find out like some weaknesses
Ooh.
about raptors?
That's a good
Or
call.
strength.
yes, you may. Let me pull that up.
I'm not thinking that I'm gonna have to kill it, but I feel we'll probably run into more of those later on if they're indigenous.
Well,
Sir,
it might help us
is
in
it-
the race too, because we could give it some drugs.
Is this,
That's how I've
is
known
this
a lot.
race? Are we allowed to be armed? Is this race where we can? There's some bumping and grinding, so to speak, or is it all?
Oh yeah, it's like no holds barred. Like
Okay,
It's a
perfect,
Mad Max
perfect.
kind of scenario.
When I hear that, I kind of perk up and I ask,
Oh, now you want to ride. Now
I
you
ask,
Ginjo wants the raptor to bounce around on.
is this a team of one or a team of two riding these things?
Or a team of 3.
it's one person per raptor, but we got about 10 raptors in this race.
Do you have any extra raptors? Any extra spots?
He points you a little bit further down the line, and says, you might want to check with the other teams. But we only own the one. They're hard enough to handle as is.
All right, I'm gonna head over that way.
And as you look through it, as you look through the book,
I'm just gonna pick the biggest one.
okay, yeah, you pick up that they are pack animals. They are they're really quick and very, very aggressive.
Cool.
And then they are.
We don't have to roleplay my whole aspect. I just want to walk up, talk to them, pick the biggest one, and then enter into this.
Okay, if you'll roll me an animal handling.
13.
13? Yeah, like, it's not the most stable, but you managed to mount it.
Okay, I'm gonna go to one at random. Well, not at random. I'm gonna pick the prettiest looking one. The brightest scales and
Like,
you know what I mean.
you browse a little bit further down, and towards the end, it's smaller than the other two raptors, but this is like the most regal looking raptor you have ever seen.
I've never seen a raptor, but I do believe this is the most regal looking raptor I've ever seen.
I've only seen 2 others.
And I want to buy these other stalls. DM. God.
You
so
shout
animal
to
handling?
animal handling, yeah.
Like Fatang.
Oh no.
You want to try again there? Because it tries to take your hand off.
Yeah, I think that's a hint, nod kind of scenario.
So I'm curious.
Okay.
This is the
Ooh.
best drafter ever, right?
Like it didn't scare you off, and so it
Like hell it didn't. It scared me pretty bad.
but because you were persistent, it acknowledges you and lets you on.
It acknowledges royalty.
Now, sir, what's the winner get as a rider?
Okay, so standard prize for a rider is 100 gold, as well as you can also place bets on yourself, and you can try to win some extra money that way too.
Okay, and is it a winner-take-all situation? Does second and third place get anything?
So second place will win 50 gold. I said 100
Okay.
for the first one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, second place gets 50, and third place gets 20.
Okay, I am going. Wait, do I have to talk to an NPC to place a bet, or do I just tell you?
Well, we'll assume you want to talk before the race started.
Okay.
All right, so let me.
Okay, I didn't ask them anything about the bet. I don't care about the money. I want to ask them what the rules are in terms of the note. Like, is it like a death race? Are we going for non-lethals? And also, we all need to know if we're able to ride with armor or without armor. Like, if they're, because
Okay, so you're gonna want to go without armor because you don't want to weigh the raptors down. And the only rule is that you cannot kill another rider.
well, we can kill the raptors.
Yeah, the raptors are just beasts. If the raptor dies in the process, that's fine. Just as long as the
Can you wound other riders?
that is also frowned upon.
Oh, you can't wound them.
Not the riders.
That's a good
Oh,
thing.
well,
I
what
asked
the
that.
heck was the point of entering? I thought you said it was
Okay, well. All right, well let's be more specific here on that one. Like you can't stab them,
Right.
but like if you knock one off of his raptor and he falls into a pile of crates and those crates injure him, like stab him through the leg or something.
So like
that's
Indiana
fine.
Jones chase.
So we knock 'em off, we're cool.
deaths, really.
Right. Like if they get injured from that, that's fine. But like, yeah, please don't go around stabbing the other riders.
Right. Well,
So
I wasn't
can I-
planning on stabbing, but I was curious to know if we could actually like hit them.
Yeah, can I bring my?
But you can
hammer
hit the
with me?
raptor.
Okay. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Like, not recommended. Like these, like you're going for speed. Unless of course you think you can make enough money off of knocking other riders off.
I see. So I can take a weapon with me on it just to bash them, knock them off, kill
Yeah.
their raptors, kind of thing.
Yeah.
As a tool.
Okay. Good to know.
Who's the
Okay,
tool?
so I'm gonna I'm gonna leave my armor. I guess. Hey, do you have a space spot I can put this armor, boss guy?
Yeah. He takes you back to some lockers, or some
Okay.
chests, I should say, and each chest has a warding spell on it that allows only its owner to open it.
Okay, I put everything in there except my warhammer.
Okay.
I'm on the thing and ready, I guess.
Like, yeah,
Do we
you're
need to
I still have my swords with me.
Do we need to really go into specifics on what we're bringing and what we're not, or just say like I take my?
Yeah, I reopened the chest and grabbed my grappling hook and rope. So
Okay.
There
Yeah,
you
let's set up beforehand what you're taking.
Okay.
So you're taking your grappling hook and your hammer.
I'll take my hammer, grappling hook and rope, and a blanket.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys are gonna hate me for this. I'm going to take my. You said weapons. You can take your weapons. Just like don't stab people.
Right. Don't stab the rider.
All right. I'm gonna take like my sword. I'm gonna take an oil flask, and a mirror.
And I'm going to take my swords.
Okay. All right. So you guys. All right. Let me get a piece of paper here. All right. So
I'm super, like, at first I was like, I'll just go get the bounty while you guys ride, but now I'm really interested in this whole thing.
I got
So,
more and more
good-
interested as.
Yeah, so
we should
great
probably
job.
go to the horse race. Well, there's a horse race going on town. Except
So-
there's no horses. Velociraptor.
I'm a lot more excited about it now because now I feel like we're actually going to be able to do things it's not just going to be like roll to see who wins, you know what I mean? Like, I'm excited now.
yeah, no, it's gonna run about 10 rounds. It's a 300. Yeah, it's gonna take about 10 rounds.
Well, I have to say I applaud the GM for finding a way to hook us because I was not hooked on the race. So good job.
Okay, Daz, you said oil, mirror, sword.
Let me check my sheet, see if there's anything else. Gauntlets, because that's like a Mary Poppins bag of delight. I don't know if I'll use anything from it, but
All right. So
Well, you do get caltrops, chains, and manacles, so
I know, right? Just like Mary Poppins.
all right.
Except
So
without the umbrella.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why I said I was mad I missed it.
all right. So what bets are we gonna be placing?
Okay.
None from me.
None from me either. I'm just going to try
I
to
will.
get to the end.
I'll put 20 on Stench. Because he cares the most about it, and I think he's going to win. And so I think Lorthus is thinking second place plus 20 from Stench winning.
Yeah, if we can
equals
make
the best
first,
profit.
second, third.
No faith in Gensho, huh?
No, you're very disinterested in the idea.
And no bets on number of raptors knocked down or anything like that.
I'm gonna say, okay, I'll bet 10 gold that I knock at least two raptors out of the race, or two riders.
Well, question. Can you say, is it like, I want to bet that you're going to knock down this many people, or this many people are going to fall on their ass just when the race is happening, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be a little bit more specific on who's going to do the knocking down.
Alright. I'll put 10 on Stanch knocking down 2.
There's a lot of pressure on me now.
Well,
Okay.
you don't know this.
Yeah, like you don't know that. Like you each individually talk to the
that's
bookie.
true.
I can't imagine my character would admit it either. To you. Like, oh, I made all this money betting on myself doing cool stuff.
Start was over here.
Yep, I'm ready to go. So I guess, do they lead us to the start or whatever? Or?
Right. So yeah, they lead your raptors up to the start, which, yeah, right there. Ending point.
How
would
many?
be-
How
What?
many other raptors were there? 10 total.
There's 10 total, so there's 7 more.
Okay, gotcha.
Our odds aren't that bad.
If it gets down to the wire, Stench, and you need to knock my raptor out to get 2 knockdowns, then go for it.
Stanch, Ginjo. So
Remember to click on your portrait and have it highlighted before you click your initiative.
Actually, you guys aren't working on your own initiative here.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Is it based on the raptor? I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay,
But
so
for future, anyway, keep that locked down on your head. Now, am I steering this thing, or is it going on its own?
okay, so it's gonna go on its own.
Okay, that's
so-
really good for me.
Yeah, like you're not worried about riding them. They're pretty well trained in point A to point B. But anything special you want to do other than that base navigation, that's what you're going to be rolling on.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can see my list here.
Nope, we don't see anything
I
yet.
Okay.
just see Lorthus up there.
Okay, so Lorthus is first, followed by oh, I gotta reorganize that. Okay, so Lorthus first, then Stanch, then Genjo.
Yeah, we only see Lorthus there. Should I roll initiative to get my name up there like that?
Oh
and then
no!
we can...
Whoa. Okay. I saw. It's weird. It's on my list,
Oh, okay.
but I'll delete that first one and put your. Okay, so that's gonna be our turn order. So you're all lined up. The announcer gets into place, and he just starts going, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's races. We have 3 newcomer riders this week, and let's hope you all placed your bets, because this looks like it's going to be a wild one. Riders, on your mark, get set, go!" And with that, your raptors all lurch off. And with that, Lorthus, what would you like to do?
Ooh, and this is like right out the gate too.
Right out the gate. Like, you've made it like 3 steps outside the gate. You all are still pretty neck and neck. And you guys distribute yourself pretty easily, because you guys are like one on one end, one in the center, one on the left.
Okay.
Let me look at a few skills real quick just to see what they do.
And literally, how you guys are on the map is your order.
Now, are we going to move our characters through the map, or are we just going to use our heads for this? Like,
We're gonna eyeball it. We're gonna eyeball it.
I'm looking at a couple spells real quick just to see what they do. Okay, I'm going to can I cast sleep on just the horse on the farthest side that's not one of my buddies?
Oof.
That's
Okay.
an AoE thing.
Yeah, that is an AoE thing. Okay, so how many are between the 2 of you? There's 7, 2, 2. I'll say there's 3 between you, so if you cast it in the center, you can probably get the center and the 2 middle ones between you and not get your...
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. How do I do that?
Okay, click on your spell, and it'll pull up the spell card for me.
Okay.
Alright, so we roll 5d8, then 20 feet of a point you choose. Okay, so yeah, roll me 5d8.
5d8, and I just... Okay, I think there's dice up here, right?
Yeah, on the left side on your quick select bar, the next to last one should be a dice roller. Or you can /roll 5d8.
So I rolled this 5 times. A D8.
Or you can put 5 and then press roll.
Like 5 at the end where it says plus.
No, that's,
okay.
that's the plus bonus. It's going to say
Okay, I get
roll,
you.
number, and then D, and then, yeah.
Okay.
15, and how much am I looking at here?
How hilarious would that be if 3 steps out the gate, 3 raptors just boom,
Just fall.
face first.
Actually,
immediately.
Actually, you only get 2 of them. The two
Only.
the two closest to Genjo immediately just like pass out, and the riders hit the ground and just kind of start rolling for a few feet.
Genjo is seriously upset that you took away the 2 closest ones to him.
Right, but I'm like pretty sure your raptor will like form up and you'll get close to the next one.
Gotcha.
Because there's still 1 more between the 2 of you. And that being said, you have also completed your objective of knocking off 2 riders.
Yeah, but those for Stench, I think.
Oh, yeah, it was. Okay.
Alright, I'd like to say yes.
That's right. Alright, so it is Stanch's turn.
I'm just gonna keep going. I don't want to make any moves just yet.
Stanch the riders, knock them off. What are you?
All right, so status quo, Genjo.
All right. Well, right before, as he was counting down, as he said 3, I pulled out my white sword and put it in my teeth. As he said, I put it reversed though in my teeth, so the blade is not facing out. As he says 2, I draw the gray sword and I flip that around on my hand as well, so the blunt side is facing out. And then as he says 1, I pull the third one out, do the same. So now I am attacking everything that I attack with the blunt sword, the blunt sides of the sword. Since he said that we're not allowed to kill anybody or stab anybody. Not that I was going to kill anybody anyway, but so
Right, you don't want to accidentally hurt the rider.
right. Now if I attack the raptors, I'm going to flip the swords around, but if I'm attacking the people, I'm going to attack with the blunt sides. Basically. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm also going to go into a rage right before the race starts as well. So you said there is one to my left and 1 to my right, or there was 3 to my left, right? Initially, There was 3 to my left?
Right, there was initially 3 to your left, and now there's only 1 between you and Stanch.
Okay, but there's none to my right.
Right. Oh, wait. Lorthus, you cast Sleep. So, never mind. You hit the 2 between you and Genjo.
What?
I'm sorry, between you and Stanch.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So there's
I have 3 to my left still.
Right, yeah, you still have 3 to your left.
All right. So I really guess I could only swing at the 1. And I'm not really interested in killing the raptors at this point. So what I want to do is I'm going to aim to swing at the rider to knock him off with the blunt sides of my sword. That's my goal.
All right. If you want to roll to hit.
So,
I'm not going to roll for damage because it said you're hitting with the blunt and you're not going to...
Right. I'm rolling really bad today.
Yeah, however, okay, so you do strike him with your third slash. And he's got to roll at a disadvantage here. Alright, he's rolling at a disadvantage, so that's not enough. Like, you hit him, and, like, he tries to grip onto his raptor. And, but he doesn't manage it. He falls off, and then without his rider, his raptor just kind of slows down a little bit, and then realizing it's free, it kind of veers off and, like, jumps through the cloud and just keeps running.
Alright, I'm going to lean, like, as part of my movement, I'm going to lean more towards the left to try to hopefully nudge my raptor closer in to the other raptors, because I want to close the distance as quick as possible, since obviously there was a gap there left from the other raptors. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Lorthus?
Well, what about Stanch?
It's your turn. I
You
go
didn't
after
have
you.
one?
Yeah, no, Stanch,
well, he
I skipped
passed.
mine.
Stanch passed.
Okay. Yeah, because you went full speed ahead. Alright, so what I'm going to do
Does he gain
is-
ground by doing something like that? Or does he not? By, like, not causing a ruckus on the back of his animal.
By not causing yeah, he takes a slight lead, because, like, everyone else was too busy attacking each other, and he could just focus on moving forward, so he's in the lead by a few steps.
Let's see what this move does real quick. I actually think I'm going to just keep going gun-ho as well this time.
Okay. Yeah, because you and Stanch are now side by side. I think, wait, hold on. 7 people. 3, 3. Oh, 4. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm bad at math. So you took one out, Genjo. There is still 4 between you and Stanch. I'm sorry, 3. You knocked one off, so there's still 3. And then there's 1 between Stanch and Lorthus.
Roger that.
Didn't Lorthus put some to sleep?
Yeah, there was originally 4, and he put 2 to sleep, so there's still 2.
Okay.
Well,
So
there was
is-
three. There was three between Stanch and Lorthus. Two hit the ground, which left
Okay.
one between them two, and then I knocked one off.
Oh, right,
So
yeah.
there should be three more between Stanch and me.
Just to specify for lore's sake, I cast sleep on the raptors because I think that's funnier.
Yeah. Well, that's what I figured you did, because that's what I calculated the health on.
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool.
The riders,
My
I could just
turn, I
see them
guess?
like going over the top of the back of the raptors as they hit the ground.
Yeah. Wilhelm screams.
And since you just focused on moving, you've now kind of pulled up neck and neck with Stanch.
Okay, and is there? So, sorry, it's still Joe's turn. Or
I think I'm done because
Yeah.
I used my turn to catch.
oh, okay. So it's me now, right?
Yeah.
So where are the not NPC riders at? Where are they in relation to me right now?
Where Lorthus and Ganjo is? Or
Are
Ginjo?
they like
in
neck
between
and neck
us.
with me? The ones that didn't.
Okay, so Lorthus is about neck and neck with you. Ginjo is a couple steps behind.
And the NPC riders who walked off.
The two of the ones to your right are about neck and neck with Ginjo, and then one is like halfway between you and Ginjo's pace. And the one to your left is a couple steps behind.
Okay, gotcha. Well, as long as I am in the lead, I'm pass again. Keep trying to stay ahead of everybody.
Okay, you now pull a few more steps ahead of
Stanch.
Lorthus.
Stanch, you need to knock them off their horse. They'll catch up to you.
I'm waiting.
What do you mean you're waiting?
All right. I'm pretty much gonna rinse and repeat. I'm going for the next guy that's closest, and I'm gonna do a triple swing on him as well. In my rage, which doesn't help me at all for hitting, so I don't really know why I went into rage.
I mean, if you have to run a saving throw, it'll help you.
That's true. Any damage on me would be, yeah. And you're right. A saving throw for getting knocked off myself. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up alongside, or I mean, as close as I can get on them exactly, but I'm gonna get up as close as I can possibly get, and I'm gonna try to bring my blades down on his arm, closest to me.
So you make your swipes, but the other raptor is a little bit more wary after the last one, and it kind of sidesteps around each of your swings.
Roger that.
Ooh.
Now, am I swinging versus the Riders AC, or am I swinging versus the Raptors AC?
You were swinging for the raptor or the. Well, they're AC.
I'm targeting all the Riders, is what I'm targeting, because I know that everybody's unarmored. So that's why I'm targeting the Riders.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood.
That's
so never mind. So 2 out of 3 hit then.
Okay, cool.
And so that means he's gonna have to.
Yeah, that's why I went for the blunt sides of my katanas.
Oof, that disadvantage. All right, so like he also makes a really admirable attempt at staying on, and then he just gets bucked by his raptor, who also immediately after makes a mad dash for freedom.
Right on. All right, I'm just gonna end my turn.
All right, so now that we're about a fifth way the inn, so one of them is actually going to turn and face you, Lorthus, and so he pulls out his bow from his back. This is range. This is hard, so he's got a disadvantage. Oof, disadvantage. Like he misses you by a mile.
I'm like
it nearly dings a person on the street watching the race.
Stanch, did you see that? It almost hit me in the face. You need to end this guy.
Don't we only have like 2 people that we're racing against now?
Okay.
You should have.
I've got a plan.
There's 3 total left.
Okay, there's still 2 between me and Stanch.
Right, and then 1 between Lorthus and Stanch.
So I took out 2 out of the. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, well Is it my turn?
There's still 2 more.
Oh shoot, I'm scared. Oh no.
Oof. Okay,
Oh, I didn't like the last number at all.
Alright, so, Staunch, you're still wearing your armor, right?
No, I put it away.
Oh, you put it away? Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
So
That's not a good
he
noise.
hits you with the flat side of your sword. If you can run me a dexterity saving throw.
Let's see, dexterity.
I like the idea that he's in front of, like Stanch is in front. So I like the idea that he just like whapped him on the butt.
Yeah.
just pop.
Like, Oh, nice. Alright, so with that, like, your raptor bucks after getting striked. And, you almost fall off. But, you manage to hold on. And you keep moving.
Cool.
Alright, and now it is Lorthus' turn.
Alright, so I take my mirror and I try to reflect the sun in the eyes. Because it's a bright, hot, nasty day from what I understand.
Alright,
so-
if you'll roll me a dexterity to see if
Ooh.
that connects.
Well, I guess I'm okay at that, generally. And my mirror is beautiful. It has beautiful like, engraving all around the side. Like it's, I'm sure you two are like, why the heck's he taking it? Like you're two
Maybe he'll
characters.
just be so impressed by the mirror.
Let's see. All right.
The guy who's getting blinded by the mirror is gonna think that he could get more money out of stealing the mirror and selling it than he could out of winning the race.
Oh, only an 8. Shoot.
Only an 8? No, like, you try to flash it in the eye, and you can't get it to connect with the eye.
Well, I say bollocks, and I keep galloping, I guess.
Alright, Stanch.
I'll be right
Okay.
back, guys. Keep rolling.
I'm gonna try a similar thing. Since still, I'm guessing a few steps ahead of my opponents.
Yeah, you're probably about 2 steps ahead of the first one to your right, and about 4 steps ahead of the one on the very right.
Okay, I'm going to
So, like, you're not talking about distances that are huge.
right, good, because I'm gonna move just slightly towards the one to my right, and I'm gonna throw my blanket in the hopes that it'll catch him in the face and blind him, and he'll run into something.
Alright, throw me a dexterity. Nice. Okay. So you managed to throw it. Were you the raptor or the rider?
The rider.
The rider? Okay, you still connect with him. So you throw it over there, and like he's sitting there flailing and struggling, trying to get this blanket off his face. And he manages to veer his raptor off of the track and kind of out into the crowd, and like he's disqualified. He's just way out there now.
Haha!
Putting civilians in danger with
I'm glad we
And
don't
then,
have alignment issues here.
I do like the idea that we are riding velociraptors through the center of town with people standing probably less than 15 feet away on either side. That there's something like that. It is like you don't let your kids come here to watch this. You know? Like, can you just imagine what a raptor at full speed plowing into a group of civilians would do? You know?
Right, but you assume if they risk this, they've probably spent generations on breeding these raptors, almost domesticating them. They're
Right,
still...
but I mean, like, a falling raptor on people is still gonna hurt.
Oh yeah,
them.
that too. Yeah.
I end my turn. Just keep going forward.
All right. Well, Genjo sees no reason to stop. Everything he's done so far has worked out, and he is dedicated to proving that he is great at being a swordsman. He's gonna keep doing what he's doing. So he's gonna take the most boring turn out of everybody and just keep swinging at the next guy as he. I mean, he's being boring, but he's definitely getting stuff done. My
You're not
goal
swinging
here, and it's
me,
probably I don't
are
know
you?
if it's okay with. I probably should have said it before I rolled. But what I'd like to do. You know what? I'm just gonna go with my rolls here. I'm not gonna, because I probably shouldn't. Now that I know what the rolls are, I'm not. I should have said it first. So I'm gonna swing again at the other guy.
Yeah, you swing and you hit him, and like he just barely manages to hold on to his raptor.
Wow.
All right, I have a return. Sorry about that.
Oh,
No worries.
perfect timing. Has
Alright.
any of the guys between me and Stanch taken a swing at either of us or anything, or are they just?
No, they did. One almost knocked Stanch off, and
Oh, that's
one swung at you but missed.
Ah.
All right, quick recap what happened when I was gone with the stanch turn in particular, because that sounded like interesting.
You got veered off course and was just.
Okay.
Well,
What'd you do then?
he threw a blanket in its face.
Okay, so we did have the same idea with the stupid object. Cool. All right, so it's my turn, and the riders are all three of them are still gone.
Yeah. Well, we dropped the one
think we're
off.
down to two
Stanch.
now.
Yeah.
Two. There's one in between me and Stanch.
Right. One
Isn't
between you
it
and
their turn though?
Oh, is it?
They got one more turn. I've been rolling every 2 for them
Oh,
Okay.
okay, gotcha.
because I view they're also like fighting each other and trying to stay on.
Sure.
So this is round 4, and after this they get to go.
If this is round 4,
Okay.
then we're approaching the end. You said it's a 5-turn race?
10 turn.
Oh, 10-turn race. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I think most of the racers are gonna be knocked out before then.
Yeah, that's like very possible.
Okay, so it's my go then,
Yeah.
and there's a racer in between me and Stanch.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to. I'm going to throw my oil flask at the base of the other raptor. Like James Bond style.
All right.
Would that be dexterity again?
Yeah, it'd
or-
still be dexterity.
Come on, baby.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right. So let's see here. Ooh. Okay. So you throw it right at the base of that raptor, and it explodes, and it has trouble keeping traction, and it slips and falls. And as it falls, the guy next to you was holding his sword. That goes flying up in the air. It goes over Stanch, and hits the guy next to him like in the head, and he
Oh no! Oh no!
oh and it not oh god.
No, I didn't want to kill him with that.
Yeah, you didn't kill him, but like you knocked him unconscious just flat out. It's like he just drops and falls off the raptor.
Damn.
You sure you shouldn't have bet
I
for yourself?
wanted oil around for something.
And so that now just leaves one NPC rider between Genjo and Stanch.
Okay.
How close is he? Like closer to me or closer to Stanch in terms of farness? Like is he back with me or is he higher up in the order?
He's kind of almost caught up to Stanch. He's probably about a step behind.
Whose turn is it now?
It's Stanch.
Okay. So I'm gonna try my loose end of my grappling hook and rope and try to lasso the guy. And then I'm gonna try to drop the grappled end. Hope it catches.
Oh, that's sick.
All right, I'm gonna need 2 different dexterity throws for that one.
Okay. First one for the lasso attempt.
Okay.
and then that's to toss it. Hopefully, get it to catch on something.
Okay, that's actually enough. You
Yay.
you wrap them up in the grappling hook pretty easily, and then as you drop it, it hits a nearby pole or a post on the side of the road, and it yanks him off really violently.
Yes.
I do say, boys, we're really good at this.
Wait, that's 2. I knocked off 2. That's my bit.
You did?
You did.
Yeah. And now it's just you 3. So how do you want to play that?
I say we just roll in there nice and gentle like.
I say we let Stanch win because I got some money going on.
Yeah, but you might get in trouble if you look like.
Like it what?
I mean, not really. Like, you can work together. It's not against the rules.
Okay. Okay, cool. I don't really care who wins. Share them.
I was born in the theater, sir. I can act defeated at the end.
So
Are
I'm
you
gonna.
guys shouting this like across the field of like? Are you guys actually having this conversation?
We
Sorry,
are.
no.
So
Okay, so in character, what I do is, we all ride up beside each other, and I reach over with both hands at the same time, get a high five from you.
Oh, God. That's really good.
And then you guys can do whatever you want.
Is it okay? Is it my turn then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in my rage, and and now all the enemies are gone. So now I'm just gunning for the thing, for the exit or whatever, the end. And
Okay.
I want to use one of my swords to kind of slap the back end of the raptor lightly enough to not be damaged, but enough to say like get going. I'm not paying attention to hands in the air for victory claps or nothing. I'm in a rage, so.
Okay.
So that's my turn. Do I have to roll anything like animal handling to see if I can get them to move faster?
Yes, animal handling. Oof. It doesn't really seem to react. You're moving at about the same pace.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, I'm in trouble. I need to stop Ginjo non-violently because I want Stench to win the race.
Where are we in terms of like who's further in front of each other at this point? I know Stanch is in front.
So yeah,
Am I the furthest back right now?
So no, you guys right now are you're about halfway through the race right now, so you should be right up in here. Stanch and Ganjo are neck and neck because you pulled up to catch up with him on that last move, and Lorthus is probably about 4 steps behind.
So I'm still fairly close.
Yeah, you're still fairly close. You can still act.
Okay.
So this race is just so neck and neck that there's not really hardly any distance between you guys.
This is awful. So if I were to summon something with bracers, would someone like my hand, or I want it to appear?
I'm sorry, what?
Like my bracers, they have the runes that can create an object.
Yeah, all you do is you just pull the rivet out, and it appears.
And it would appear in my hand, though, right?
Yes.
Like, it wouldn't. Okay. Would that be an action just summoning something?
I'd say if you're just plucking a rivet out, I'd make it a bonus action.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to pull out a chain. A long chain. And I'm going to try to throw it like a bolo towards...
Raptor's feet? Or...
Yeah.
Towards my feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Why his feet? He's riding. He's trying
No,
to raptor.
his raptor's feet. I'm sorry. I misspoke. That's what I want to try to do.
Alright. That'll be a dexterity throw.
Do I get a save against that?
Yeah, you'll get a save against it, and
Okay.
This is stupid, but it's desperate. I have 20 gold running on this. Oh, that's not great.
I mean, it's enough to connect. However, he is in a rage, so he gets a what's it called? He gets advantage on saving throws. However, he's at a disadvantage because of the raptor, so it's just a regular roll.
And I'm rolling against the chain, right?
No, you're gonna roll against your raptor bucking.
Okay. Okay, so I can't like roll to cut the chain off of my
Ginjo,
raptor's
I'm
leg?
sorry.
Like, well, you're rolling to try and deflect it, actually.
To deflect it, okay.
Right? Yeah.
So is it? So what's the roll then?
Just like you're rolling to hit with your sword.
Okay. All right. Just one sword or all three?
All three. It's just one quick
Oh
branch.
no.
Nice. Okay,
So I want since it's coming at the feet, I want to squeeze with my knees and bend down backwards over the back end of the raptor, and I want to take my my two swords and kind of take them from opposing elbows to go, like a slicing motion in the air, so that my arms end up like apart from each other. Do you follow me?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my goal.
All right, you do that, and you deflect the incoming manacle. I'm sorry, the chain. However, that maneuver did slow you down considerably, and you're now about 6 steps behind Lorthus.
All right.
Where's Stanch and
I'm behind Lorthus now?
Yeah. Like, that
Holy
maneuver, like, you leaning back caused your raptor to kind of, like, slow down.
I see. Okay. So that was my action. Do I get a movement or anything like that on top of that?
You will on your turn, yes.
But it is. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, that was me saving against. I see,
Right,
okay.
yeah, that was your save maneuver.
Roger. Okay.
And it is Stanch's turn, who now is in the lead.
I'm sorry, my lad. I got a lot of gold.
I don't know who it was that threw it at me. I
mean, that dash. He threw it somehow when he fell to the ground.
I believe whatever you tell me because I'm in a rage right now.
Wow, you are mad.
Jeez. I guess I might try to whisper into my animal, since we obviously have an understanding something about speeding up. So I'll roll an animal handling.
Yeah.
If you do this with a whisper, then this is the
Nice.
stupidest thing ever.
Can you whisper what it is you say to the animal?
I think you have to. You have to whisper it too.
Come on, my sweet girl, Rappy. Onward and upward.
And
Ad Astra, right?
and with that, your raptor just like it goes into a burst of speed,
Go, boy, go!
and you have created actually a considerable distance between yourself and Lorthus. You're now probably about 12 steps ahead.
Nice.
What about him and what's his relation to Ginjo?
Ginjo,
Aren't we sort of like that right there?
yeah.
Okay.
12 steps between Lorthus and Genjo. I'm sorry, 12 steps between Stanch to Lorthus, and then probably about 5 steps between Lorthus to Genjo.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's yours, right?
I want to ask
my
before I
turn's
say.
done.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Genjo's.
Okay. Genjo is very interested in winning this race.
Which
For a
pisses
guy
me
who
off
wanted
because
nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Said for a guy who wanted nothing to do with it. He's
I think it's a lot more action-packed than I thought it'd be. Once he's in the heat of it, he's got that
Pretty
like
much.
it.
adrenaline going.
So, what he's going to attempt, because you said there's only about, 15 feet between me and Stanch, right?
Yeah, probably about that.
Okay, he's going to jump from his raptor to Stanch's raptor. He's going to swing his swords to try to knock him off and take over his raptor.
Alright, so that's like a
Jesus.
Matrix
Ooh.
style. Matrix style.
Well, it's within 30 feet, so
So you're gonna leap over my head, kick him off
Well,
his horse.
you're not
and take control?
necessarily in the way. You're just closer to me.
Yeah, well, we can say that you kind of your raptor veers to the left a little bit and puts you directly behind Stanch.
Okay, so
Because like you guys are like moving left and right now, since there's like
this.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I wanna jump off of my raptor onto Stanch's raptor and knock Stanch off, because at this point I'm raging. I don't know that Stanch is my friend, especially since he's not in his armor. To me, he's just another guy who needs to go down.
Right. So you're gonna roll a dexterity, but the complexity of this move puts you at disadvantage.
All right. So I still only roll once though, right? Because it rolls.
Yeah,
disadvantage.
it'll roll them
Right.
twice. Yeah.
And I don't have any inspiration, do I? At all for anything
Most
I've
of the
ever
drama
done.
from this race is coming from us directly.
You know what? Because of the complexity of this move, I will give you inspiration for
come
this.
Okay.
Okay. This is like the most.
Yet, DM.
No, he hasn't. But this is like the most complex, riskiest move any of you guys have taken yet.
I
Like,
slept with 3 low-class
All right,
whores.
let's see it. Let's see.
and to be
him.
fair,
Let's see your roll.
you did earn a inspiration for that. I think I talked about that while you were gone,
Oh, okay.
especially because I think you needed something to compensate for the money you spent for 3 minutes.
All right, cool. 3 minutes of heaven's like 2 minutes in heaven. I don't know.
Whatever that means.
All right. So dexterity roll.
I was trying to quote "Fly the Concords," but I botched it.
You get to go twice, right?
No, well that is my 2 rolls. It has 2 rolls there.
I thought, but you have inspiration, right?
That
Right.
was with the inspiration. Like, just
Oh.
all right. So
And I'm gonna bring all 3 of my swords down, right
Good
between
lord.
right between his right shoulder and his like between his neck and his shoulder. You know, like just boom, trying to knock him. I'm gonna try to push him off to the left as I land on the raptor. Is my
Now,
goal.
does he get a saving throw from
yes, he gets a saving throw. He needs it's a dexterity saving throw to knock
okay,
him.
there's
that? Oh,
no-
awesome.
Oh,
That's my hits on my katanas.
okay.
They're blunt side. They're blunt side.
Yeah.
So Stanch is dead, is what?
Oof. All right. I hate to say it, Stanch, but you fell off.
So did he roll a 21 then? Is that how that?
Yeah, he got the 21,
Oh, I see. Okay,
and
I was confused.
you needed a 15 to stay on. You rolled a 14. And
All right.
Out of character. Sorry, man.
sorry, yeah. But he's doing in character what he should be doing.
Sure.
Okay. So
Oh.
now I am here, right?
Yeah.
I am there now.
And I'm going to give you one more saving throw real fast to see if you can grab his raptor as you're tumbling backwards.
Oh, okay.
Now with Dex.
Oh, Stanch. I see.
Yeah,
see. Okay.
Stanch. All right. Sorry, man. Yeah, you're knocked out.
It happens. I start walking to the nearest bar.
You may want to go collect your prize money, though. I mean, not prize money, but, well, there's
My
some.
bet. I won $10 from
Like,
the
you
knocking
still...
2 guys off.
well, no, you don't earn 10, because I said there is a ratio on that. You actually managed... No one thought you would do it, so you actually picked up 50 gold.
Wait,
Okay.
It was
the
a
race-
5 to 1. It was a 5 to
The
1.
race isn't over yet, right?
Right, but he still completed his objective of knocking 2 off. So now it's just
cool.
Genjo and Lorthus.
If
I'm
you
assuming he
lose-
probably doesn't get the money till the race is over, but I guess that's where he's going, right?
Yeah,
If
If
you
you're
were
just walking that way, I'm saying.
if you were to fall off and get on another horse, could he still compete?
Yeah, like if he had grabbed that other one on his way down. Unless you want also a saving throw to see if you can grab his hand as he's falling. Like make a lunge.
I was actually what I was thinking was, if I could, I'd like to jump off my raptor to where it ends up right next to him and let him have it.
I don't think it works quite like that. Like if you hit the ground.
If you hit the ground, you're gone. Okay.
Yeah, like then you're off
I
a
think
raptor.
I think that ship has sailed then.
Yeah, I said like
That's what it
the only thing I kind of meta here, and I don't mean to keep like doing this meta thing, but I think the only thing like you could possibly do is make a lunge to see if you can grab Stanch's hand as he falls.
Is that too late to do that, though? Or
No, like I'll let you grab him if you can.
okay. That worries me because I think it would be a strength. That's not my
Dexterity.
forte, but...
Because like you're trying to connect two hands, like 2 points.
Okay,
That's
I'm gonna try to grab him. Stupid. It's gonna be very bad if it's low. It's gonna be very embarrassing.
15. All right, that's enough. You grab his hand as he's tumbling backwards, and you pull him up on your raptor. Then the raptor behind you guys, the one that Genjo was riding, has actually kind of caught up because he's unhindered by a rider, and now he's like right beside you, Lorthus, and he's about to pull ahead.
Yay!
So, Genjo could use this opportunity to try and get on the other raptor.
You mean
Genjo or
Stanch?
I'm Stanch, yeah, sorry.
Okay, so I need to throw a dexterity again?
Yeah,
Wait,
Or
hold on just a second.
acrobatics, or-
Is Bardic
acrobatics would
Inspiration a bonus action?
it's a regular action, but if you want to...
Okay.
But since he got knocked off, we can change up the turn order. So you can
Well,
cast...
he didn't make an attack yet. He only did a movement, right? Like Lorthas, or was that actually an action?
I did
what Lorthas did was a reaction.
Was a react. Okay, so then yeah, he should have all those available to him. Then.
Yeah, so he's got a turn, so like he can use his turn to cast a Bardic and then pass on to...
Okay, I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Finch.
All right, what do you say to inspire him?
I'm going to lose a lot of money. Don't do this thing.
The thing is, even though you only put 10 gold on it, you don't know what the odds are against it either. So it could be a lot of money.
So now what happens?
How far am I ahead?
You slowed down a bit with that maneuver. It slowed down a bit, but you're probably about 6 steps ahead of Lorthus right now.
So I slowed down with landing on the raptor.
Right. With that commotion that went on with you slamming down on the raptor and knocking the other guy off, it slowed down considerably.
So I slowed down enough, and so when they slowed down, I was still kind of closest to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your turn, Stanch. I was just curious where we all were.
Well, that's okay. I'm throwing a dexterity, right?
Yeah, and you're throwing at advantage.
Uh-oh.
Nope. So you touch the horse, and then you get trampled by it.
Yeah.
Damn your
Yeah.
weakness, sir. You have the worst weakness I think I've ever seen.
Oh. Yeah, no, you make that leap, and like you just barely miss grasping the reins.
I say nobody tosses a dwarf. And I shout really loudly for Rappy to slow down and stop.
Roll for animal handling.
This is your one thing that might have worked.
I need both of you actually to roll an animal handling then.
Okay. If I get above a 3, I'm okay. That's all that matters.
Ew, you got
Ooh.
it. Oh, Rappy
So
betrayed me.
you actually leap onto the rooftops. And so I'm stuck on the rooftops.
I'm now standing on the raptor's head. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like you, he yells it out to try and make, because he has this connection with that raptor now.
Then obviously.
But
Rappy's the name.
but like you like almost hold your sword up to the raptor's throat, and just like you slow down, you die, and it picks up the speed a little bit there.
It speaks English and Dwarvish, I see.
Okay. Now I
Like,
make
well,
my way
it
back
doesn't
to
understand what you said, but it understands the sword to its throat.
So now I make my way back to the bedding tent that beer and food is.
I feel bad for you, honestly, like you, Rob, but at the same time, that was just so fun. I'd do it again in the heartbeat. Okay, so is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn now. You guys have you guys got 2 moves left.
You said we're over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we're down to the last 2 turns.
All right, I am. I got my swords in my hand still, and I'm just going to sort of lean into the raptor's neck and I'm gonna not do anything because I'm just trying to, get there as quick as possible, and that's my turn.
All right, and yeah, your raptor speeds up. You are now probably 15 paces ahead of Lorthus.
All right, Lorthus, you gotta go.
All right, so. Can I cast the same spell twice?
As long as you have the spell slot, yeah.
I'd like to cast sleep. Not on the raptor this time. But on Ginjo. So he doesn't remember any of this.
All right, roll that 5d8.
So I'm curious, out of meta. I'm curious, like out of character. You don't have a bet on you winning, do you? Like this is all just retribution at this point. I'm just curious, right?
Well, if he wins though, he gets 100 gold.
Oh well, as the winner, but our group would get it regardless, though.
Well,
yeah.
I guess he'd get bragging rights.
I'm just curious though, because I don't think he betted on himself. Did you?
Well, no, I definitely have rage also, just not the barbarian type.
Right. That's what I figured. That's what I thought.
Yeah, he had two separate bets. One on Stanch winning, and one on Stanch
knocking two people off. Which
Gotcha.
So he's at least not losing much here, or if any. I haven't tallied up the total yet. So.
Roger. Okay, I was just curious because that's what I thought it was, and I love it more that that's what it is. He's got no more money riding on it at all. It's all just a matter of him being pissed.
All right, so I'm gonna need a total 2 rolls for this. Lorthus, I need a 5d8.
Okay. 5d8. So roll 5 and so d8 5 times, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oof. All right, that's enough hit points. Lorthus, I need a. I'm sorry, Ginjo. I need a spell saving throw.
Or
a
constitution? Would that be my constitution or my wisdom?
Constitution.
All right, cool. I have a pretty high bonus in that.
Uh-oh.
Oof, that's not enough. Like you get drowsy and you fall asleep.
Drowsy.
Now I'm just curious. Doesn't it have to exceed my hit points to knock me out?
Oh yeah, you're right. You have 37 health.
Right.
Okay, so no, you get drowsy, but so throw me a dexterity then.
Okay.
15. Yeah, you stay on.
Okay.
But you're also probably not pleased at that.
I'm in a rage.
Does that affect his speed at all, or not really?
Well, no, because since you cast, that's what the dexterity saving throw was for.
Okay.
Yeah, he absorbed all of that. None of it went to the raptor. Like, you honestly probably should have gone for the raptor.
I know I should have, but I mean, this goes with the scene to Pride.
Yeah.
All right, well, if it's back to my turn, I'm just leaning into it again.
Right, so, Lorthus, final action.
I rear back on my raptor and kind of have a little rage fit with my hands in the air. Like, damn you! No!